Now, it was 50 years ago that the BBC decided to set up the radiophonic workshop, which was apparently a few rooms filled with anything from the latest musical technology to old baths.
Yes, its job was to create the soundtracks for the BBC shows, covering everything from drama to documentaries. It became the home of some of the most innovative and memorable sounds ever to be broadcast, covering everything from locomotives to alien landscapes.
What is it, Chesterton? We really must get back. What's fascinating?
A city. A huge city.
Well, Doctor, can you see anything? Any sign of life?
No sign of life. No, just buildings.
Oh, the sound effects are enough, aren't they?
First appearance of the Daleks, is that right?
That's right, that's right.
Yes.
Well, let's introduce you to a couple of people here. It's Dick Mills, who's coming to talk to us, and also Mark Ayres, who keeps the workshop's archives. Now, Dick, you brought in, I've got to talk about straight away.
Because you're a composer.
A composer.
Responsible for a number of these sound
lots
effects
of,
and
all
tracks,
the Doctor Who
soundtracks.
sounds from 71 to 90, whatever it was. Yes, and we have our little travelling box of tricks here. This is just a portable synthesizer. A door open. A door closed. Now, did you see anybody come in or go out?
That's extraordinary.
And
It's
then
created a mental picture for
if you
me.
jiggle that a bit and turn that one round there. Helicopter.
Sort of.
Well, it was 1963.
Yeah, absolutely, no, I shan't quibble.
But Mark, I mean, this is when synthesizers came in, but you know, there was a time when we didn't even have synthesizers and we had to create
Indeed,
sound effects in other ways.
We started with simple things like this. This is Delia Derbyshire's famous green lampshade. She used this as a sound source for lots of things.
Delia Derbyshire being
Composers at the
workshop in the 1960s. She was responsible for creating, with Dick, the original Doctor Who theme. But she would use a sound like this. And you can cut the beginning off it. You'd stroke this with a violin bow or tap it with various kinds of hammers and things, and manipulate it on tape. You'd record a single note, cut it up, very speed it, play it backwards, put it through reverberation, and that's how you created the music.
Dick, you mentioned the original Doctor Who theme there. That was one of your creations?
With Delia Derbyshire. Ron Grainer wrote the music, the sheet music, and said, there we are. So we said, night's time, and when he came back, we'd produced the Doctor Who theme.
And what was the sound? How did you create that sound?
We had a single guitar string, not necessarily that one, which we cut up and spliced and turned it all sorts of ways. We had some audio generators. This thing hadn't been born then, which we made whoopee noises and whooshy noises.
Late 1960s.
Well, let's bit of the whoopee noises, as you so nicely put it. Let's have it here now.
What you're describing is a piece of music that I would have assumed was made on the synthesizer, but was made in a really old-fashioned way.
Construct, not so much of the old.
Sorry, in a very traditional,
yes.
craftsman-like way.
Constructive.
Yeah.
There was no multi-track tapes. We did it on 3 separate reels of tape and played them all together, and they came out like that.
I would love to think that somewhere within the BBC there's still a little room with people like yourselves still making funny noises, but it just doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't. I mean,
not.
we use this kind of sound source in electronic music and sound design now, but of course it's all computer based now. And the workshop started out like this, but by the end it was one of the most advanced computer based.
Thank you so much for bringing the stuff
problem.
in. I love the briefcase. Thank you.
Thanks ever so much. And in this throwaway society, it's so great that all of that stuff's lasted, isn't it?